Hey flutes, so today what we're going to do is learn the finger position flute and where our fingers go on the flute and how to hold it correctly. So what you're going to need to do is actually have the whole flute together and grab a tennis ball. If you don't have a tennis ball, ask your mom or dad whether you can use an apple if you have one around, because that would be really helpful. Now, as you can see on the flute, when you look at it, there are a lot of different keys. So there's a specific place that we actually have to put all of our fingers so that we're able to play the notes. And we have to have a certain shape that our fingers have to make to hold the flute correctly and to make a good sound. Okay, so grab that tennis ball or grab an apple. For me, I have an apple laying around, and what you're going to do is just hold it. When you hold that apple or you hold that tennis ball, what you're going to notice is that it makes this natural C shape with your hand. So it makes this shape. When you're holding that ball and you're holding that apple, you'll notice that it makes that shape as well. Now, take a second and use the other hand, okay? And you'll notice it's the same thing. It makes that nice and easy C shape. When you take that, your C shape is how you hold your keys on your flute. So, now that we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to actually see where we put our fingers. So let's start with our left hand, everybody. So we're talking the left hand, and I've got my flute. This is the back side of the flute. The back side of the flute here, where you can see this one key here, right? We're going to put our thumb of our left hand right there on that key. Now flip it over. You have all of these ones. What we're going to do is we're going to skip the top one. We're going to skip one, and we're going to put our finger right there, and then we're going to skip this second one too, and we're going to go 2, 3, and this is what I call the banana key because it looks like a banana. And I'm going to keep my pinky. I'm not going to push it down, but it's there in case I need to. Okay, we're just going to hold it there, and that's where our first fingers go. So again, to remind you, skip the top one, and we're going to go 1, skip a key, 2, 3, and the pinky rests on the banana key, and thumb in the back, right? Now, for your right hand, what you're going to do is you're going to put the thumb. Now, the thumb doesn't actually go on a key, right? It just chills here. And look at the very last 3 keys here. So we're skipping this one, we're skipping this one, and we're going to the last 3 at the very end. And you've got 4, 5, 6, and check this out. Right here at the end, you've got this key, and this key. The pinky is going to be right there on that one right there. And this one, your pinky is actually going to push it down. Now, if you're looking at this, let me just go ahead and remind you again. We're going to go over this again. We got 4, 5, 6, and pinky goes right there. I've got thumb in the back. It's not pushing on a key. It's just resting there. Okay, it's a balance point for us. So let's go over this one more time. We've got thumb in the back, and 1, 2, 3, and the pinky rests on top of it. We don't want to tuck that pinky away because we will use this note, we will use this key, and if it's down here, you have to pull it out and then flop it down, and it's too much. Just let it rest right there, and then you're going to get 4, 5, 6, and pinky. And we're going to actually hold this one down with the right pinky. We'll use this right pinky a lot, okay? This right pinky gets used a ton, all right? And with all of that, the biggest thing is that we want to make sure that we are getting those C shapes with our hands, okay? We don't want these like all crunched down and you're going to start hurting your wrist. We got to keep those C shapes when we're playing the flute. It's very, very important, okay? And with that, that is actually how you hold the flute and where your fingers go. So thank you very much for watching.